Hello children, welcome to the third session. How are you all? Hope you all are good and taking care of yourselves. Isn't it children? Okay, children, I have already completed 2 lessons. An adventure at night, the parrot who wouldn't talk. Hope you children read the lesson, saw the video, isn't it children? And understood the lessons very nicely. If not understood, watch the video again and again and try to understand children and read the lesson very carefully. Got it? And what about your writing part children? We gave classwork and homework for you. Complete the writing part as and when we assign you to write, isn't it? Whenever we assign you to write, you complete that work day by day. Don't keep any pending works. Got it? Okay? Children, today we are going to the one more interesting part of learning, that is poem. The poem, The Kitten at Play. This poem is very beautifully narrated by the poet William Wordsworth. The poem name, The Kitten at Play, and the poet William Wordsworth. He born on 1770 and died on 1850. He is a great poet. He has written several books related to the animals and nature. This is also one of his most interesting poem. Here in this poem, the poet narrated regarding the kitten and he narrated the actions and activities of the kitten. What do you mean by the word kitten? What is kitten, children? Kitten, the baby cat is called as kitten, isn't it? Here also in this poem, the poet narrated the actions and activities of the kitten. Very beautifully, very gracefully he narrated it. Let us see what is the poem. Okay. Once I sing this poem children, later I go on explain you stanza wise. There are 3 stanzas in this poem, The Kitten at Play. 3 stanzas are there in this poem. Okay, let me sing once. See the kitten on the wall, sporting with the leaves that fall, withered leaves, 1, 2, and 3, falling from the elder tree, through the calm and frosty air of the morning bright and fair. See the kitten how she starts, crouches, stretches, paws and darts. With the tiger leaf of way, now she meets her coming prey. Lets it go as fast and then has it in her power again. Now she works with 3 and 4 like an Indian conjurer. Quick as he in feats of art, gracefully she plays her part. Yet were gazing thousands there, what would little Tabby care? Very beautiful song children. So you people also learn this poem in the tune. How I read, how I sung it children, like so only you also learn it. So you can memorize it, okay, recite this poem. So stanza wise I am going to explain you now. Children, before going to start the explanation, let me ask you some of the questions, okay. The last lesson, the previous lesson, the parrot who wouldn't talk, in that lesson we discussed about the pets. Here also children, let me know how many of you have pets at home and how many of you have cat as pet? Okay, many have, I know that children. Okay, did you observe the activities of the cat children? The cat activities, for which animal it resembles? For the tiger, isn't it? But the tiger is furious and wild animal, but cat is domestic animal. It will be our pet animal, children. Okay. So here also, how it sleeps. I hope that how many of you have cats at home? You play with it definitely, isn't it? So you observe the activities of the cat, children. It will be very beautiful and funful and graceful, children. So how it sleeps, how it eats, how it jumps, how it plays, isn't it? How it licks. All the time it licks its body and it cleans its body itself. So it's a clean animal, children. It all the time, most of the time it licks its body, isn't it? So hope you people observed the activities of the cat or kitten. So it will be very time pass for you children to play with the cat. Here also the poet, how he explained the activities of the kitten, let us see. See the kitten on the wall sporting with the leaves that fall. See the kitten on the wall. Where is the kitten, children? Kitten means, I have said you, it's a baby cat. It is on the wall. It is standing on the wall and sporting with the leaves that fall. Sporting. The meaning of sporting, children, sporting means playing. With whom it is playing, children? With the leaves that falling. The leaves that fall from the tree, it is playing with that leaves, okay? Withered leaves. So withered leaves means, children, the dry and weak leaves. So you observe the tree, children, when the leaves, the color of the leaves are green. When it becomes weak and dry, it turns to yellow color and it falls itself, isn't it, children? So here also the dry leaves are falling down and the kitten is playing with the withered leaves, dry leaves. How it is playing? 1, 2 and 3. It's counting and playing. So falling from the elder tree. From where it is falling, children? It is falling from the elder tree. Okay. Through the calm and frosty air of the morning, bright and fair. So when it is playing, which time it is? It is the morning time. Of course, whenever we talk about morning, children, what comes in our, how the air will be, children? Calm and frosty. So calm means it's silent and frosty means, children, cold and freezing. How you feel when morning, when you wake up early in the morning and you go and stand out of home, children? How you feel the air? It will be cold and frosty. You feel cold, freezing air. In that cold and freezing air, it's playing in the morning time. So the kitten is standing on the wall playing with the withered leaves falling from the elder tree when it is during the in the morning time when the air is cold and frosty. Got it? This is the first stanza of the poem, children. Now in the second stanza, see the kitten how she starts, crouches, stretches, paws and darts. With the tiger leap halfway, now she meets her coming prey. Let it go as fast and then as it is in her power again. So, what it is doing, children? Now in the first stanza, the kitten is in playing mood. It is playing a lot with the leaves. Children, you people also, when you play more, what you feel? You feel hungry, isn't it? From play mode, you will go to the eating mood. Like so, here also the kitten, immediately it is changing its mood from playing mode to hunting mode. What it is? See the kitten, how she starts, crouches, stretches, paws and darts. So here the kitten after playing with the leaves, suddenly its prey, the prey is coming. Prey means, children, the animals which are hunted and killed by other animals. So the cat, which animal, the cat which it hunts, that animal is called as prey, the prey of the kitten. So it looked at the prey. How she is reacting? It crouches. Crouches means lowers the body to the ground level and suddenly ready to take a leap, to jump. Okay. Crouches, stretches. She is stretching her body. Paws. Paws means the foot of the kitten children. It is pressing its paw to the ground. Okay. And darts. Darts means run quickly. From the where it was on the wall. Suddenly as it saw the prey, is coming. It suddenly crouches, stretches, paws and darts with the tiger leap halfway. So how it jumped? It took a tiger leap. How the tiger jumps like in a single leap only, it went like a tiger leap it took. Okay. Now she meets her coming prey. Let it go as fast and then as it is in her power again. Again here it is playing with its prey children. It knows that what is the power of itself. So it can catch that prey very easily. So it is playing with the prey. It is allowing the prey to go run as fast as possible. Again it is controlling the prey with its power. So see children, let it go as fast and then as it is in her power again. First it is let the prey to go. Again it is stopping the prey, it is catching the prey. Okay, it is playing with the prey and it wants the hunting. Okay, this is the second stanza children. Okay, see the kitten how she start, crouches, stretches, paws and darts with the tiger leap halfway. Now she meets her coming prey, lets it go as fast and then has it in her power again. Got it? Now the last stanza and the third stanza children. Now she works with 3 and 4 like an Indian conjurer. Quick as he in feats of art, gracefully she plays her part, yet were gazing thousands there, what would little Tabby care? Here children, the word conjurer means magician. The word conjurer means magician. Feats means the art which he shows by taking lot of efforts, whatever the skills he shows children, whatever the actions the magician shows, that is called as feats. Okay. Gracefully means beautifully. Okay. Gracefully, beautifully. Tabby. Tabby means children the female cat, girl cat. Female cat is called as tabby. Here children, everywhere whenever we are talking about the cat, the poet referred it as she means by that only we can know that the kitten is female. Okay. Here now she works with 3 and 4 like an Indian conjurer. How the Indian magician shows his tricks and skills with lot of efforts and strength. Like so, the kitten is also showing its efforts, its skills of catching the prey. Okay. Quick as he in feats of art. Gracefully she plays her part. Gracefully means very beautifully she is playing her part like a magician. She is also playing her part. Yet were gazing thousands there. It might be seen by thousands of people. Many people can see her, but she is not worrying about that. Okay. What would little Tabby care? That little Tabby is not caring of anybody. She is not caring about the people, thousands of people. Let them to gaze, but she is not worrying about that. She is busy in doing her work, her skills, her actions. She is also enjoying her actions, and the people who look at the actions of the kitten, they are also funfully they are watching the actions of the kitten. Okay, this is very beautiful poem children. So I sung it already. So the new words, you people also write this poem in the classwork one time. Anyhow, in the PDF, we are going to send you the PDF, children. In that very clearly I mentioned, I wrote this poem one time, I typed this poem one time. You people also must write the poem one time in the classwork book, okay, before starting the comprehension part, okay. And children, what are the new words? What are the new words introduced? Many new words are there. Really, those are difficult words and new words are there in the poem. Let us say one by one which are those, okay. New words. Kitten, K-I-T-T-E-N, kitten. I said you children, it's a baby cat, kitten. Sporting, S-P-O-R-T-I-N-G, sporting means children playing. The kitten is playing. Withered, W-I-T-H-E-R-E-D, withered means dry and weak leaves. The weak leaves which fallen from the tree, children. Crutches, C-R-O-U-C-H-E-S, crutches means children, it is taking a leap, sudden leap. How it is taking? By bending, by touching the body to the ground level and taking a sudden jump. Stretches, stretching its body. Paws, with the palm it's pressing the ground. And darts, run quickly, it's run. Darts means dart, D-A-R-T-S, darts means run quickly, okay. Stretches, S-T-R-E-T-C-H-E-S, stretches. P-A-W-S, pass. D-A-R-T-S, darts, okay. Tiger leap, T-I-G-E-R-L-E-A-P. So how the tiger takes a jump, like so the kitten is also taking jump. Prey, P-R-E-Y, the animal which it is going to hunt, that animal is called as prey, children, okay. Conjurer, C-O-N-J-U-R-E-R, magician. Feats, feats means the skills, the actions are skills which we are going to show it with lot of efforts and strength, okay. F-E-A-T-S, feats means skills. Gracefully, G-R-A-C-E-F-U-L-L-Y, gracefully means beautifully, okay children. These are the hard words which introduced in the poem. Read these hard words very carefully and pronounce it very carefully, children. Don't pronounce anything comes in your mind, okay. Whatever I pronounce, like so only you should repeat. If you don't understand, rewind the video and see it again and again and you learn it, okay. Yes children, after this the explanation of this poem, I sent the classwork. In that I clearly mentioned the hard words, concept map, hard words, word meanings, and comprehension part, everything is there. You copy that, you complete the classwork, you copy that very carefully and neatly you should write, children, neat handwriting, okay. So after that children, after the comprehension part, there is appreciating the poem. The next part is appreciating the poem is there. In that first question, the poet has used a few action words to describe the activities of the cat. Make a list of all the action words in the poem, okay. So here the poet explained, he narrated the actions of the kitten. So which are the words? Which are the words that explains the activities, that explains the actions of the kitten, that you make the list of those words, the action words, those are called as the action words, children, okay. I already it is in the PDF, children. After the comprehension part, the same appreciating the poem and this vocabulary, till the vocabulary everything is there, you need to copy it from the PDF, okay. Just I am explaining you for your reference, okay. So here in the poem, whatever the action words came in the poem, children, sporting, okay, action words, verb which tells about the verb, sporting, falling, starts, crouches, stretches, pass, darts, meets, works, feeds, plays, grazing, tiger leap. The meaning already you know, children. Just now in the new words I explained you the meaning of the words. Okay. These are the action words which we meet in this poem. Yes, children. After this action words, we will go to the next part. It's page number 20. In the page number 20, children, some points to learn. I am going to explain you some of the points, which is that means rhyming words. What do you mean by rhyming words? The words, the repetition of the similar sounding words at the end of the lines of the poems and songs is called rhyme. The words are known as rhyming words. Look at the song, children. I have written here the poem. I have written here the first stanza of the poem. Here, see the kitten on the wall sporting with the leaves that fall. Wall, fall, wall, fall. Both these words are sounding same, isn't it, children? Similar sounding. At the end of the word, only we should see the end of the word. The end word of each line of the poem, which sound is it giving, that we should underline. Okay, these both are giving the same sound. So wall, fall. Here tree, tree. These both are giving the same similar sounding. Okay. The next one, air, fair. So like these words, the pair of these words are called as rhyming words. Wall, fall, tree, tree, air, fair. These are the rhyming words, children. This is a pair of rhyming word. One rhyming word, two rhyming word, third rhyming word. Got it? So here they ask in the first stanza which rhyme scheme it is. What do you mean by rhyme scheme then? Rhyme scheme, it is a new word for you, isn't it, children? Rhyme scheme means, children, I explain you how it goes. See, first one, wall it is, okay? It pronouncing wall. So let us take it as A. Whether the second line pronouncing different or else same word, wall, fall, same pronouncing is there. So again the same pronouncing repeated, so take it again as A. Third line, again is it LL only, ends with all, ends with the pronouns of all? No, this is 3. Different word came here, so take it as B. 3. So tree. These both are pronouncing in the similar way. So again this take it as B, but this is sounding like the 3. That's why take it again as B. Again, whether it is LL or else tree or else all, is it pronouncing like all or else tree? No, this is different word only, children. Air. This sounding is air. So take it as C. If by chance, if here some tall word is there, means again you have to write it as A, because all, wall, fall, tall. But here the word what it is? A. So take it as C. Again the last word fair. So this is similar to C again. So here the scheme of the first stanza. What is the scheme in this first stanza? This is the scheme of A, B, B, C, C. If we ask you in the test or else anybody asks you, children, you should say like this. How the pattern of the rhyming words, like so we should prepare the scheme. So the first stanza is in the scheme of AABBCC pattern. Got it? Now come to the second stanza. Second stanza I have not written full poem, children. I wrote only the end words, last words, okay. The second stanza, you look at the second stanza, where the first line in the second stanza, it ends with starts, darts, way, pray, then again. So how we did for this one, children, like the same way you do for the second stanza also. Starts, darts. Whether both are pronouncing in the same similar way? Yes. Take it as A. again the same pronouncing is repeating, take it again as A. Whether the third one is also like this only pronouncing arts like so? No, this is different. Way is there, so take it as B. Fourth, pray. Way, pray. Both are pronouncing in the similar way, so take it as B only, children, because these both are same. Again, whether it is arts or else pray like so, children? No, this is totally different from these. So take it as C. Then, again. Both are pronouncing in the same way. So again, C. What is the scheme of second paragraph, children? The scheme of second paragraph is also rhyme scheme is A, scheme. The rhyme scheme for the second stanza is A, scheme. Now go to the third stanza. You look at in your textbook, children, look at the third stanza. It ends with the words for, conjurer, art, part, their, care. Again, now let us see the scheme again, children. For, take it as A. Conjurer, for, both are in similar way, children. So take again, it has A. Art, part, both are same, isn't it? Take it B, and this one is also same thing, B. There is related to these words? No, this is totally different only, children. Take it as C, care. Okay. Now, what is the pattern of this scheme of this third stanza, children? A, pattern. The scheme. Now, once again, I repeat you, children. What do you mean by the rhyming words? The words which is at the end of each line of the poem, which pronounces in the similar pronunciation, those words are called as rhyming words. Okay, here wall, fall, tree, air, fair, these are rhyming words. Scheme means, children, I said you how to make the scheme. Okay, like this you should put A, or else sometimes A will be here, children. For some poems, if wall is here, the fall will be here, children. That time you should take this one as B, and where the L repeated, there you should write A. Got it? This is called as rhyme scheme. So this is in the 20th page, the page number 20. Okay, children, I wrote it in the classwork. So whichever PDF we sent to children, in that it is there. You copy that in the classwork, children. Whatever I sent, those all things you should copy very clearly. Okay. This rhyming scheme, it is the answer for the B question, children, in the page number 20. And C question, there is a set of beat to the poem. Read the poem aloud and keep the beat as you read. So, how I sung, children, like so you recite it, okay? Next, go to the part of vocabulary. The last part of the poem is vocabulary in the page number 20, children, okay? So what they mentioned here means, look at the praise. Which praise? Withered leaves. Withered leaves in the poem form similar praises by combining these words. Here they gave some of the words, children. Separate words, 2 words they gave. So what we have to do? We should combine it and we should add ed. We should make it withered. Withered plus leaves. What it becomes? Withered leaves. Second one, spot leopard. Spot leopard. Here withered it became, what it becomes, children? Spotted. Spotted. Spotted leopard. Okay. Spot leopard becomes spotted. Boar players. How the players are? They are bored players. So B-O-R-E. Already E is there, children. Just you need to add D. Bored players. The players bored, children. Next, relax holidays. How the holidays will be, children? Relax. So here what we have to add? ED. Relaxed holidays. Relaxed Holidays. Holiday. Okay. Yes is not there. Relax holiday. Relaxed holiday. Excite students. How the students are? They are excited. Okay. Ed. Already E is there. Only you need to add D. Excited. Excited students. Okay. The last one, surprise teacher. So surprise, how the teacher? She surprised. Okay, E is there children, you need to add D, surprised teacher. So once again I read the words, withered leaves, spotted leopard, bored players, relaxed holiday, excited students, surprised teacher. Got it children? So this is the end of the poem children. Write the classwork part very neatly, cursive writing children. You have plenty of time at home, I know. You are not going anywhere outside to play also and not going anywhere, isn't it children? Sit calm at home, write neat handwriting. Whenever I ask for checking children, I need neat handwriting, otherwise I tell you to write once again. Okay, write very neatly whatever in PDF I give, and homework part also children I attached. In the last page homework is there that you should follow. Okay, homework day by day you finish it off children. Okay. Okay children, come to the homework part. The homework of this session, complete the classwork. That's very important. Whatever the PDF, copy it and complete your classwork. Okay. Children, already I mentioned you that one 200 page 4-line notebook for classwork and 100 pages 4-line notebook for homework book. Okay. Two books should be separate. One for classwork and one for homework book children. Okay. Recite the poem. Learn the poem. Recite it. By heart it. Okay. Recite it children. Write 9 rhyming words from the poem in your homework book. I already explained you very clearly what is rhyming word, everything I said you children. 9 rhyming words are there in the poem. Okay, rhyming words. So, write the 9 rhyming words from the poem in your homework book. Write it in homework book. In classwork book already I gave. You just copy it, okay? Write 5 sentences. This is own sentences you should frame children. Write 5 sentences about the cat and its action in your homework book. Don't take your parents' help. Already you are in 4th standard. Frame little bit big sentences children. Don't want silly words and silly sentences. Okay. About the cat and its action. You know, all of you know. Every day you might have seen the cat children. Okay. So write any 5 own sentences about the cat and its action in your homework book. Got it? Okay. I will meet you in the next session children. Till the next session, take care about yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.